There is another wonderful creator on TikTok. I believe he goes by Guru Thanet, if I pronounce it right. He is a wonderful soundscape artist and creates some beautiful auras of sonic resonance for you to relax, dissolve, and find yourself in. Sometimes he even graces our comment section and says hello. Other times I've heard that he has referenced me during his live streams, and I still have no idea what he talks about, but in any way I can give back to him, dear Gregardji has asked if we can meditate on one of his songs, and I thought, why not? Thus, I'm going to minimize the music we've been listening to so far so that I can bring up a short meditation from Guru Thanet. Without further ado, allow me to maximize it. I displayed the wrong text. That's for tomorrow. Here's the text I wanted to go. It's called the 7-point system of meditation. I'll just put the text all the way at the top. All right. I'll have to slouch a little bit so you can still see my face.
So of course, the 7-point system is a system that's so amazing. I tried it, it works. I used to not have a system because my ego. Because I don't need a system, I just breathe. But there's a reason why there's a system that's been passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation to generation. Because it's been proven to have amazing results. But if our ego is too big, we won't believe it. Which in my case, I didn't believe it completely. I just practiced parts of the system, but I didn't do the whole system because ego again. But when I tried the whole system, I was like, wow, I cannot believe that. That's why there's a 7-point system. And the master taught this. Okay, the master doesn't really teach that much meditation. Okay, he just tells you techniques from time to time, and you better listen or else you miss it. But when he starts going off on meditation techniques, I'm like, because that's he's giving you a manuscript in word, right? 7-point system. We do this a lot on the stream, so if you're not new here, it's not new. And if you're new here, this is it. First point, legs cross. Thank you. Legs cross, back straight, head slightly tilted. Legs cross here, you making your own chair. And you're putting the area where your root chakra is, your perineum, right to the ground. The root chakra, that area is right on the ground. Right, so you feel like a tree, a bamboo. Your spinal cords are like bamboo locks, right? And if you can do full lotus, you should push yourself to, because you don't want to be too comfortable when you're getting more to an advanced level. You don't want to be too comfortable because why? It becomes routine. When you're meditating and it's comfortable, then you don't. When you're too comfortable, sometimes you need it, but when you're too comfortable, it makes you fall asleep. Right? So legs cross, back is straight, so that you have good posture. If you happen to fall asleep and your back is straight, you're just gonna sway like a bamboo tree. But if your back is not straight and you fall asleep, how do you fall asleep? Right. So this is why having our back straight, if we fall asleep, we just sway forward and like a bamboo tree. And it prevents you from just which I definitely did in my beginning of the meditative journey. Lots of. But now if I fall asleep, legs cross, point 1, back straight, point 2, head slightly tilted to humble your ego, to be more in, not to meditate for people to like, right? I'm not meditating for people's eyes or something out there. I'm meditating to be with my breath, to stay humble. Because sometimes we're doing too much. We're posing for a stock photo, Gettysburg, okay? Instead, we're meditating for inner connection. Legs crossed, back straight, head slightly tilted, hands in the same place, stacked, tucked in. Some people, you can do a round circle. The round circle, it helps you to have another point. When your hand is a round circle, when you fall asleep, your circle will be a rectangle. Right? It's gonna be a sandwich. You want your hand to be donut. Right? When you fall asleep, your donut looks like it's partially eaten. But when you're sitting and you feel hands like a donut, you feel the emptiness, the Buddha nature, the Christ consciousness. When you fall asleep, your thumb is gonna droop. When you lack mindfulness, your thumb will droop. Legs crossed, back straight, head slightly tilted, hands stacked, simple. Or donut. Or you do mudras, but the whole goal is keep the hands in the same place, but traditionally in Buddhist, hands in here. Because it keeps everything where? Centered, right? Legs crossed, back straight, head, hands, tongue, right? So next step, tongue gently touching the roof of your mouth to prevent you from, when you are deeply meditating, to not drool, to not droop. Because you will drool if you're not disciplined, which I have before. Because when you start meditating for 30 minutes to an hour and you don't have good discipline, you'll start drooling because you're in such a deep meditation, but you didn't discipline your tongue. Legs crossed, back straight, head slightly tilted, hands stacked, tongue gently touching the roof of the mouth. Eyes partially closed, mostly closed, or mostly open. If you're more sleepy, open your eyes a bit more. When you're really energized, just teeny tiny open your eyes. If you close your eyes, your body thinks, your mind thinks, oh, you close your eyes, we're going to bed. So it creates more melatonin. So we don't want to do that. Partially closed keeps light in. So the body is like, wait, are you awake? Not sure if awake. Not going to activate melatonin as much. And the last point, your breath. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Only through your nose. But if you cannot do only through your nose, you don't have to. If you cannot do some of these points, you don't have to, but try to develop towards it. Waking up and meditating is beautiful and right before bed, because you are mostly available right before bed, and you're mostly available right when you wake up. You have the most energy when you wake up, and you have the least energy right before bed, but after a shower you feel good. But any meditation is better than not. If you keep falling backwards, you're welcome to lean onto a wall, but don't rely on it too much because you want to build back muscle. Legs crossed, back straight, head slightly tilted, hands stacked, tongue gently touching the roof of the mouth, eyes partially closed. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Let's set a timer. We're gonna time ourselves. Let's do 12 minutes and see how we feel. Timer started. I will keep track of the time so you don't have to. Your goal: be with your breath. Remember the techniques and check on your technique, because if your mind starts to wander, that means you're not with your technique and your body and your posture. When you have lost track of your body, of being in the moment with your body, just go back and start counting your posture. Legs crossed. Is my back straight or am I leaning forward? Okay, I'm leaning. Back straight, head slightly tilted, hands stacked, tongue still gently touching the roof of the mouth. Are my eyes slightly open? And being with my breath, breathing in. And slowly out. When the mind is busy, you can watch the mind be busy while still maintaining your posture. Oh, my mind's thinking about Elon Musk. Maybe the funny fake version, the Chinese Elon Ma. Sometimes the mind does so much to get you to not be present. So what do? Oh, my active mind. Legs crossed, back straight, head slightly tilted, hands stacked, tongue gently touching the roof of the mouth. Eyes partially closed, breathing in. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. And out. Things that were difficult for me in the past. When your phone vibrates or ringing while meditating, you don't need to check it. As you begin to be more mature and you sit longer, like 30-minute meditation, you can open your eyes. If somebody calls you, it's okay. And then when you realize, oh, I don't even want to answer that, get back to your techniques. Legs crossed, back straight, head slightly tilted, hands stacked, tongue gently touching the roof of the mouth. Eyes partially closed, breathing in. and out. And eventually, we don't even need to answer it. But when we wake up and meditate right away, ain't nobody calling us right when we wake up. And right before bed, ain't nobody calling us. If so, then just wake up earlier. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Slowly out. Random past memories about your childhood may come up. Bring yourself back to your posture. Every time you catch yourself observing something, okay, observe and come back to the moment where you never left. It's okay that you have thoughts, it's not bad. But when you start to spiral down the rabbit hole, you're not ready for introspection. When we don't learn to be present first, we're not ready for contemplation meditation. Because some people contemplate without learning how to get back to their breath. From clarity, we begin to contemplate our life. When we learn, so we start with the practice of clarity. With clarity, we can always come back to the breath. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe shorter, for us to ground our energy. Because we still have the noisy mind active, it takes the mind some time to just chill. Legs crossed, back straight, head slightly tilted, hands stacked, tongue gently touching the roof of the mouth, eyes partially closed. That may be the difficult one for some of you. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Slowly out. Your body may be in pain. You can watch some pain arise in your body in this 12-minute meditation. 12 minutes, not too long. Worry about things after the meditation. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Slowly out. Simple, calm, minimal, Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Slowly out. The mind may ponder, how much longer? Your mind will have thoughts coming and going. Ow, 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 your mind may say. Legs crossed, back still straight, head slightly tilted, hands stacked, tongue gently touching the roof of the mouth. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Slowly out. When you're starting to flex your muscles on your back and it's not strong, that's how it is. You're building your back muscle. When you're shaking for a while and it begins to hurt, lean on a wall. Let it rest and then lean off the wall so that you slowly build your back muscle each time until you can learn to sit. The shaking will happen because you're actually working out your flexors, the thing that help your stabilizers, the thing that help you to stabilize your back muscle or your posture. In the beginning, when we don't use it, it's weak. But when we use it, we feel more grounded when we have good posture. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware I'm breathing out. Your body may be numb. Watch it be numb. Your body may feel pain. Watch your body feel pain. You're not the body. Your mind may complain. Watch the mind complain. You're not the mind. You can observe the mind. You can meditate anywhere. Just make sure you meditate in the moment. If you're falling asleep, tighten the way you sit. If you're falling asleep, then you're too comfortable. Straighten your back, check your posture, open your eyes a little bit more, means you're too comfortable, that you're not present. When you're too comfortable, you fall asleep. But when you're too uncomfortable, your mind becomes whiny. So that's why you have to find a good middle ground. And that is 12 minutes. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Breathing out, be aware that you're breathing out. I hope you learned something from that meditation. Very simple, but simple is so simple the mind doesn't get it because there's nothing to get.
Thank you for listening, along with explore Guru Thanet's 7-point system of meditation. Thank you, dear Gregor G, for recommending that we are inspired by some of his work and using that for our own meditation here too. And thank you, of course, to Guru Thanet for, well, I hope allowing us to listen/watch to some of his work. I have a good feeling like he would not be angry with us. Doesn't seem like that kind of person now, does he?